Paths to social justice are winding and paved with many stones: courage, persistence, and collective action. "50 years ago, we set out to forge a new path through solidarity, not charity. We cut this path alongside those facing injustice, building it together toward impactful change."
Interpairs is a place of knowledge creation and learning through the relationships that we have. And what's under that surface is more like a river that we've joined, that we're part of. And there's a journey involved in the way programs get developed, in the way relationships get developed. And that commitment is one that we make to go with, to be with people, to be with each other, to be with our supporters. But we've made a commitment to be present and to be accountable to each other and to build things together.
Entre égaux, c'est l'ADN d'Interpares. C'est pas juste un slogan, c'est vraiment une pratique qu'on exerce à travers notre système de cogestion, système non hiérarchique. Nous travaillons en consensus, nous travaillons entre égaux et nous travaillons à travers la mobilisation, la mutualisation des solutions et la discussion.
Solidarity is our first step on the path. At our core is a deep commitment to being in solidarity, with communities leading struggles for justice, communities that know how to forge a better path forward.
So we've had a 30-year relationship with Interpares. So through those 30 years, we have often felt respected. Our visions have changed a bit as well, and Interpares has always been there with us in terms of our own changes and our own analysis.
We wanted to work with emerging civil society in the countries where we were going to work. This was a fairly new idea at the time. In fact, it was pretty radical. And the idea of Canadian NGOs, international development NGOs, was to go in, plan everything yourself, manage it. You weren't really partnering with anybody. So we wanted to change that, and that's where the name came from, Interpares, among equals. The basic idea of working with partners hasn't really changed. What's happened is it's evolved, it's deepened, it's become stronger. The partnerships have evolved and become stronger. Several of the organizations that Interpares began working with in the 1970s are still partners.
Change happens when people come together. Donors, supporters, activists, elected officials. Everyone has their role.
যখন নিজেরা করি শুরু হয় 80 থেকেই নিজেরা করির সাথে ইন্টারপ্যারেসের একটা সম্পর্ক, এবং সেই সম্পর্ক তখন থেকেই পারস্পরিক, এটা একটা হিস্টোরিক্যাল রিলেশনশিপ, এবং সেই রিলেশনশিপ আজকে পর্যন্ত কন্টিনিউ করছে দুটো কারণে। একটা হচ্ছে আইডিওলজিক্যাল সম্পর্ক, দুই হচ্ছে নিজেরা করি এবং ইন্টারপ্যারেসের যে অবজেক্টিভস, যে লক্ষ্য, সেই লক্ষ্যের সাথে দুজনের একটা সম্পর্ক। কিন্তু সম্পর্কটা কিন্তু একটা নীতির, একটা আদর্শের জায়গা থেকে।
Being in solidarity is an action that grows stronger as we build lasting bonds. We know that political, social, and economic change doesn't happen overnight. Change takes time. That's why we build lasting relationships.
Nous travaillons souvent dans des contextes précaires, de conflits armés, de dictature, de manque de démocratie. Donc, la construction de relations longtemps nous permettent effectivement de mieux collaborer, de mieux saisir les besoins l'un de l'autre et d'adapter selon les besoins de la relation.
Inter Pares was there because they never stopped saying we will support you. So through the difficult times, through the less difficult times, Inter Pares would be there. We could rely on them for support in so many ways.
Being in common cause is important to making lasting change because it strengthens movements across the globe. You're not struggling for someone else, you're struggling with someone else. And that means that you're owning responsibility for the state of the world and for the injustices that you're working on.
Para nosotras ha sido importante, pensamos que este tipo de programas son importantes con este tipo de durabilidad, pensando en eso, en contribuir a cambios más sustanciales hacia la población y evidenciar esos cambios en la vida, en la realidad y en la vida de las personas.
Building lasting bonds is an important aspect of our feminism. Feminism is the foundation of everything we do, shaping how we do it.
Nous allons privilégier l'expertise, l'expérience et les solutions de ces organisations homologues-là. Nous allons surtout favoriser leur voix. On va permettre qu'ils soient les acteurs de leur propre changement. À Inter Pares, nous avons un féminisme transformatif. Transformatif parce que ça ne se repose pas juste sur la façon que nous, ici au Canada, on perçoit le féminisme, mais on intègre également les expériences et les savoirs de nos homologues, les organisations avec lesquelles on travaille à travers le monde.
Siempre hemos creído que juntas hemos construido para poder acompañar y transformar esas realidades y poder contribuir al cambio social y de la vida de las mujeres.
We don't just support feminist movements, we connect feminist movements across borders, languages, and struggles. People reclaim their own power through sharing leadership. We challenge hierarchies and share leadership, making decisions by consensus.
Partager le leadership veut dire que l'expertise de chacun et chacune est reconnue et valorisée et selon n'est pas coulé dans le béton selon son titre ou son ancienneté à Inter Pares. Donc cela veut dire qu'on peut prendre le meilleur de chaque personne et le faire valoriser et de vraiment miser sur leur expertise dans la prise de décision.
Partager le leadership ici, ça nous oblige à rester fidèles à notre engagement pour la justice sociale, l'égalité. Ça nous amène également à mettre en pratique ce qu'on prône, à savoir la solidarité, mais aussi l'égalité.
For me, what stands out still as one of the strengths of a co-management structure is the culture of accountability that gets fostered when people's responsibility is equal to others.
Our model, living inter pares among equals, is not just an idea. We live it every day. It is proof that organizations can operate with their principles guiding their path, valuing everyone's contributions equally.
We're not coming in to provide external assistance, but to really engage with people in multifaceted ways.
Our principles are lived. They're not simply proclaimed. It's not performative. We actually have to think through different ways of processing information, different ways of arriving at decisions in order to ensure that we're living out our values of everyone is equal. If you cap an organization only with one leader, you might be missing some of the richness of what can come to the table when you have an entire staff group that's empowered to inhabit their expertise.
This is what it means to be inter pares, not just in name, but in action. The struggle for social justice is ongoing. For decades, we have been side by side with those fighting for a more just world.
Sustainability for us is really being with people for as long as we're around, as long as they want us to be with them, as long as there's a need to work with people. And that's the same vision and respect that we're getting for Inter Pares because we see sustainability in the same way, that development work isn't easy. And it's a commitment to people, and people are not short-term relationships.
We are more than an organization. We are a living, breathing commitment to a more just world. We continue to forge our path to social justice each day. The struggle for equality and justice lives on. Inter pares, among equals and always together.